Very well then. I'm only too happy to put your doubts to rest.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the G.I. Joe classified series, Shockwave. Now, this guy here, I had the original one as a kid, and I ended up giving him away to one of my kids. And matter of fact, she still has him to this day, so that's actually really cool. But here's the box, and nice work that they've done here. I mean, for a urban style police officer Joe that they have, he's in the wilderness, of course, trained in the background, but cool nonetheless. You see all of his accessories. Then on the side, he's 105 in the line. You have the QR code that goes nowhere, his face, some more pretty pictures on the side, and then on the back, all of his stats and everything else. So how about we get this guy out of the box? Let's take a look at Shockwave. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about his accessories. Yeah, let's check this guy out. All right, so now that we got this guy out of the box, listen, I didn't do a whole history checkup on this guy. I don't remember his history from when I was a kid. I just thought he was cooler than Beachhead when I got him back in the day, but that's me. But his hat is considered an accessory, but this is the way my figure looked when I was a kid, so which therefore I had to put him on him. So which therefore you can see him in his full getup. Now taking a look at this guy, you can pull the hat off. You can tell that it's, you know, Beachhead type looking face. Of course, you know, they just more of a blue for that mask that he has, and his eyes are actually blue, not brown, so I'm wondering if that's why they did the double variant of Beachhead. Moving down to his jacket, you have his jacket, you have some shells right here on his pocket right here for him to pull out and use. His knife sheath, he has his bubble type looking tactical vest that he has on him, some pouches, nice camouflage, some wrist guards on both sides of his hands, his gloves, and then moving down you have his tactical belt with some pouches. Nicely done, it looks good. And then moving down to the camouflage pants, and then two holsters on the side that holds his machine gun pistols, and then his knee pads, I should say, I'm sorry, and then down to his shin guards, to his boots, and then you have a knife sheath right here also on the leg. Now, regardless of this being an accessory, it's still part of him. I mean, and that's what makes the figure complete. So that's why I'm not gonna show it off in the accessories as we look at him. And there's a couple things I want to go over with this figure also and talk about it. But first off, let's get into taking a look at the accessories this guy comes with, because he comes with a few things, and you know, I want to get through them pretty quick. That way we can move on to the rest of the review. All right, so starting off, I want to talk about his knives. So first off, you have his like combat knife, and it's nice. It's just all casted in black plastic. And then you have his second one, which is more kind of like a machete with kind of like a hook at the end right here for like cutting like seatbelts or whatever the case you may use it for. But very nice. It's just you know, all casted in black weapon. You know, just nothing really exciting, just mundane. But it's cool that he actually has these weapons. Next, we have Shockwave's nightstick, and of course, that's why they got rid of the plastic packaging, right? Was because of the fact that the weapons were being bent, but yet here we are coming in the note plastic, and mine is bent. So I'm gonna have to heat this up to straighten this out. But besides that, taking a look at this here, as you can see, it's just, once again, a tonfa that is just all casted in black plastic. But it's cool that they added this with him, because I know the original didn't come with it, but it's cool that we have it here. Next, we have his dual machine gun pistols, and once again, just casted in black plastic. There's no dings, dents, nothing on this here, but these do come out. These magazines do come out. They're actually quite long, so when you put them in here, as I'm trying to do it on camera, they will go in, and they go in actually pretty deep, but they do extend out. So very nice. I just wish they would have put a little bit of something on these guys, but they didn't. And yes, you have portholes for blast effects, but of course we don't get any blast effects. So if you have some existing, you can use them with this guy. And, you know, just really no standard detail. I mean, you have your safety switch on here, and that's pretty much it that's on these. I mean, nothing crazy, nothing special, nothing even remotely, you know, any detail as far as just plain Jane. That's it. Next up, we have his shield. And I have to say, this is actually really cool that they added this in with him. And as you can see, he has, you know, some Cobra, you know, no Cobra stamps on here from, I guess, ones that he's taken out, whatever the case it may be. That's cool that they added it on there. I figured he would have more than just the 4, but hey, that's cool that they added it. And then this is cool too, because these here are lights. So, and you can see the wire coming through that comes all the way to the back here where he would be able to activate it. You can see where he would grip it, go across his forearm to hold this shield. It's a nice big riot shield, or a combat shield, because you have this little notch out here for him to be able to hold this in front of him and be able to shoot one of his guns while he's holding this up to protect himself. And it's nice, and it does have a couple heres and theres to make it look worn, but it would have been nice to see a little bit more brushing on here to give it a little bit more of, you know, just some scripts and scrapes. And I guess you can add that if you're one of those, you know, customizers and stuff like that, you can do that. And even if you're not, you still can do that. And then you have a couple things down here, but very nicely done. And I'm glad they added this, because I don't remember this shield coming with the original one. Okay, so now that we're done taking a look at the accessories, I want to talk about this guy for a second. And the reason is because, look, if you pick this guy up, if he's one of the ones you've been waiting for, that's all well and good. And he's a beautiful sculpt, don't get me wrong. He's a nice looking figure. And since I don't have any comparisons out, I just want to talk about this guy real quick, and I'll make it as quick as I possibly can. Now, my thing is okay, here we go. We got the Joe Pro again on the shoulder, which I didn't go over the first time. The other thing is we're back to this garbage here with the arms being gapped out. Now this one's not too bad, and this one actually lays kind of flat. This one sticks out, but this gap here is just crazy insane opening. Now the arm's not popping off, but you can see how it's just not tight. Like, I gotta push it up there to keep it on there, because if I move it or I push down, this is what you get. Oh, sorry, this is what you're getting right here. If you go to try to push that arm down, you're getting this type of gap, and that's just horrible. Like, why? And I was excited for this guy to be here, and you know what? He's gonna look good standing on the shelf. Regardless, I'm not going to sit here and bash Hasbro. We all know that they have their QC issues and whatnot, and they've gotten a lot better. Ripper, Buzzer, Hawk, beautiful figures. If you haven't seen those reviews, they are up on this channel. Go check them out. Beautiful. I want nothing but for this line to succeed, man. I just ended up getting Quick Kick and Duke and Scarlet. Yeah, I'm waiting for Torch to finish my line. Xandar's coming out. They got Nemesis Enforcer coming out. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm hoping that they do not bosh them up. I'm hoping that they actually take the time to put in the love. Alpine and Doc, absolutely. Absolutely. But still, considering that this is one of the newer figures, yeah, Mutt and Junkyard are coming soon. Plus you have Leatherneck that they're coming out with. And you know, when they make Leatherneck, you know Wetsuit's coming. So yeah, I mean, he is cool, and I like the way that he, you know, the way they did him. But this here is one of my pet peeves, and you know, look, he's got a little bit of an ab crunch with this vest on there, so I'm not going to complain about that. But anyway, since I don't have any thing to compare it, enough of that, going over that nonsense. Let's just take a look. So you can put his pistols nice and easy right into the holsters like that. So that's not a problem. And then on top of it, you put his second one in here. Very, I mean, the figure is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And the other thing I have a pet peeve with too are the feet. They're just wonky for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because they put these on here and it's just the way the mold come out. I don't know, but it is a bit wonky for me. So But like I said, standing on the shelf, it's not going to be a big deal. And can you probably get this guy into some great poses? Probably. Have I done it? Not yet. I will. I just don't do it on here because people ask me to, you know, skip that. Now this here, this is nice. This long knife goes right here into this boot sheath, which is very, very nice. And then of course you have his tonfa or his nightstick, whatever you want to call it. You know, he's not going to hold it like that. He's actually going to hold it somewhat from the bottom. And if you ever use one of these like I have, it's actually a good weapon to use for protection. That's about as far as you're going to get. You should be able to get a little closer, but like I said, mine's warped, so that's got to get fixed. But yeah, I mean, moving that joint right there just now, it just feels a little gummy. It's nice and whatever, but it just feels a little gummy in my perspective of it, bending it. But not bad. It wasn't seized, so I can't complain. And then of course you have his riot shield, which I'm not going to pop on him right at this moment because yeah, I just feel that it would take me too long to do on camera trying to put that on there. So, but yeah, I mean, to try and put him in a little bit of a pose for you guys right quick. He's cool, don't get me wrong. And that's actually, let's get this spun around. There we go. That looks so much better than the way I had it before. So you can get him in something pretty cool. His head articulation, where he should be able to look up more, really isn't there. I don't know why, considering that he doesn't have hair back here to block him, and that jacket does not mess with that at all. But whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and complain and boo-hoo about it. He is a nice looking figure. Just he has a few things that just aren't my cup of tea when it comes to the way they made his ankles and his arms. But otherwise, I mean, that looks pretty good if you ask me. You know, and you guys know how I am with the posing. But anyway, listen, I mean, I'm not going to keep you here with my rambling while I'm trying to get him, you know, to stand up and be in a better pose and whatnot and stuff like that. I just wanted to show off something pretty quick that you can do with him, and he does look pretty good. So, which therefore, I mean, look, if you're going to pick this guy up, pick him up. If not, hey, pass. That's okay too. But he is cool, and he is a good looking figure besides the little here's and there's. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the guy a 5 as far as his little QC issues. As far as sculpt, I give him an 11, and as far as his accessories, I give him a 10. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this review on the G.I. Joe Classified Shockwave. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that I am putting up. And I'll catch you on the flippity flip.